Hello and welcome to Let's Play Katamari Damacy. I'm your host, Dylan, and last time we did the final constellation stage, and today is the last of the numbered Make a Star stages. Sain Banu! What is that? Mongolian, it would seem. Yeah, so this is the last of the regular numbered Make Star stages. There are 2 stages left of the main game after this one. If you don't know what those are, I'll let those be a surprise. But after that, the credits are going to roll, and we will only have the endless stages left. I think I mentioned before, there are 3 endless stages in this game that you can unlock once you've completed the main game, and those are stages without time limits. Right now, we're doing a stage with time limits. We've got to get 30 meters within 18 minutes of Earth time. I don't remember precisely what the shooting star comet goal is for here, and it's probably a good thing. It means I won't be concentrating on it. Whoa, it's quite a fall, like I was last time. So, we're starting out pretty small here. We're around 50 centimeters, rolling up some monster apples. Looking to get our way up to 30 meters rather, within the time limit. That'll be our biggest Katamari yet. I think our current record is only in the 20s. Excuse me. Rolling up some small items here. So we're back in the familiar park area, which is common to several of the other stages we've played, like Gemini was here, a couple of the Make a Star stages. We'll be moving predictably from here out into the lake area. We won't be lingering there for long before going to the 2 town areas beyond that we're by now familiar with. But we're going to be seeing the rest of this island past those 2 towns for the first time. And we're also going to be rolling up a lot of the buildings here for the first time. The previous time we were rolling up buildings on the last Make a Star stage, we were in the town area and not in the world, and that was a different setting entirely. It was set in that valley with the windmills and the Loch Ness monster. You remember it. But we will be getting up to the sort of sizes we saw there here. So it'll be fun to see these environments from that new perspective. Let's see. Nearly at a meter here. Let's pick up a few more objects before heading out to the lake. Yeah, there's our 1 meter. We sized up with that. Pick up some of these numbers off the clock. We get the shovel. Nice. These mats are really nice. You don't have to be very big to pick them up, and they seem to add a lot to your size. Can we get these boxes yet? Okay. The boxes are a good landmark. Once you're able to pick them up, you're pretty much ready to move along. So we'll head out this way. And like I mentioned, don't linger long out here in the lake area of this stage. It's kind of a dead zone. You just want to keep moving. You can cross those boat bridges if you want, but really just make your way up here into the city, where we see some trees have been planted. Guess Arbor Day came and went while we were out rolling elsewhere. But yep, we're gonna pick up objects here. And this is like the first time we've seen such small things here in this urban area. Usually we're about to decide to roll up people by the time we get here. That's not the case this time. What is the case this time, that it was last time as well, is that we've got to be 3 meters before we can move on to the second city. And we're currently at 1 meter, 80 centimeters, working our way right on up. And the present, for once, is not in the schoolyard. We'll be seeing where the present is before too much longer. It's in maybe the most out-of-the-way location of any of the presents. I can't remember how I found it the first time, but I know I did. Like, I didn't have to look it up. I did actually find it on my own. But it's a tricky one, and you'll see in a short while where it is. Just over 2 meters now. I don't think I'm quite ready to go into the schoolyard yet. I want to be just about 3 meters when I do that. So let's head back down. We'll get these farm animals. Those are nice. That'll prep us for rolling up some of the larger humans, which we should... well, that's one of the largest humans right there. That stack of them walking around, but we are not to that size yet. We'll pick up this person, though. We can get some of those smaller cows. This is not Taurus, so picking up cows does not end the stage immediately. You can get over that fear. Won't have to worry about that one again. You can get these gas pumps? Alright, yeah. Once you can get these gas pumps, we can move right up to 3 meters and head up the schoolyard. And interestingly, we actually want to stay as close to 3 meters as we can. We're going to avoid picking up objects much larger than ourselves en route to the present, because the present is up a ladder, and we need to be small enough to still be able to climb that ladder, because once you get above 4 meters, you're no longer able to climb it, so we want to stay pretty small until we get the present and then work our way up to normal size. From what I remember, the Comet, even though I don't remember the exact timing on it, I think this is a pretty forgiving one. They want you to be able to get this present and still get the shooting star. So, yeah, here's the ladder I was mentioning. It's on a smokestack, and as you can see, all the way up that smokestack is our present. So just be patient and try to roll at the right angle to get up the ladder, and you should be fine. And as I say that, I'm having some difficulty with it. The awkward shape of our Katamari is not really getting along with the surface there, but there we are. And rolling up a ladder is exactly like rolling up a step, except typically there's a certain height relative to your own height that you can't climb any higher than if you're trying to get up a step. But ladders are indefinite in that respect. Oh crap. I let go a little bit too soon there because I was worried about going flying off the smokestack once I got to the top, and it bit me, so we're gonna climb up again. Yeah, you see the prince down in the bottom trying as hard as he can to do something. He's definitely doing something there to climb. And almost there. Perfect. Alright, we got the royal present. And did we lose it right away? Yes, we did. Okay, so we're gonna roll around and hopefully pick it back up. Where did it go? There it is. I can see it. Can we reach it, though? There it is. We got the royal present back. Hooray! And now we're free to just roll up whatever we want. Let's see what the hospital looks like today. Alright, so mostly larger things here. I'm surprised I was able to get that sign. That's a good pickup. We cannot get cars yet, so let's move along. And by along, I mean back where we came from. Roll back down here to this city. The Cow City. And picking up some walls, those are nice and large. As well as some guardrails, lots of partitions. This may end up being a partition-y type of star. Oh! Ouch. That animal rammed all over us. Okay, can we get these ducks? Yes, we can. Quack, quack. No cars yet still. We can get those lampposts though. And yes, we're able to get that stack of people. If that line doesn't... Yeah, I'm not sure what's up with that lion bus, but we're going to avoid that. Looks angry. Yeah, get that human tower. Can we get this wall here? No. Okay, so this lower city is a bad place for us to be, because there's not going to be anything in our size range. I'll roll up this baseball team while I'm here, or soccer team, whatever they are. But then head right back up to the large city. Large city, second city, upper city, whatever you want to call it. The 3-meter area is probably the most scientific thing we could call this place. Not large enough to get that elephant, so let's avoid it. And as I say that, it bumps me. Fortunately, we didn't take any damage in the collision. Lots of signs and things here on the road with these statues. Much less threatening than the big lion head attached to the bus. Can't get that long truck yet. We can get some wrestling matches there. And we can get this playground equipment. Well, jungle gym anyway. Elephant. Mean, mean elephant. So, as soon as we can get to the point where we can pick up those small trees, we're going to gain a ton of size very, very quickly. And that's usually, in this stage, how you get up to 12 meters. 12 meters is the minimum size to reach the next area of the level. And we've still got a long way to go. We're just over 6 meters right now. So hopefully I can pick up the pace a little bit now that I'm rolling up cars. Get that hatch back. Can we get these smaller, these palm trees? Yeah, we can get palm trees. little over 7 meters now. Still not picking up the trees we need to be able to pick up. Can't get that ox, though. That's excellent for us. Alright, and there are those walls I was wondering whether we could pick up earlier. Those walls are very important. It means that it's acceptable for us to be in the lower city area. Because the lower city area has a deficit of objects within a certain size range, making it necessary to stay in the upper city for a little while, but the walls are helpful. Still not large enough to pick up the buildings yet, but it shouldn't be terribly long now, because we can pick up these trees. Yeah, regular trees it appears that they're called. We're as big as 755 of those white walls, and there's our 12-meter barricade. It's over on the other side of the schoolyard. So let's just roll up as many of these trees as we can while we're here. Because even though we're 12 meters, we're not quite in a hurry to move along just yet. Because they're not an abundance of objects on the other side of that barricade that are in the size range we are. There's some, but it's nice to get a little bit larger first, so that we'll be prepared for some of the larger objects we encounter on the other side. Picking up these houses here is a good step in that direction. Get some of these lion heads and things if they don't go flying away from us. Don't think we can get this bear, though. Nope. That, bouncing bear thing, I don't remember what the description was exactly, but it's something about eating children. Okay, let's carry on since we're headed in that direction. So this is a new area of the island we haven't seen yet. This is pretty cool. Got some bridges over here, and if we take it slowly, we can walk across them. Get this isolated little hut over here. Or not. Alright, screw it. We'll go down here and maybe pick up these buildings over here, though maybe not. Yeah, we can. Excellent. That's why I wanted to build up some size rather than coming here as soon as we were 12 meters, because if we were 12 meters, we wouldn't be large enough to roll up these houses. And those houses will enable us to pick up these boats. Ships, I should say. Nope, they're actually called boats. Fishing boats. And then from here, we'll head up into this industrialized area. Avoid that circus for now, there's not much there. And roll up from this building onto this building, and from here into this city. And everything here is perfectly sized for us right now. These larger buildings still out of our reach, but shouldn't be terribly long. And I'm so adjusted to this game's atmosphere that I barely feel the need to mention that superhero swinging that Godzilla-like character around in the background, but it's happening. It kind of just reminds me just how bizarre it is, how oblivious people are to the Katamari until it actually rolls them up. There's a superhero over there who's large and more than capable to prevent this Katamari from rolling everything up. But it's like he doesn't see the need. He's completely preoccupied swinging that lizard around. Alright, and well, we've completed our goal in under 12 minutes. That's pretty nice. I think the goal for the Comet is actually 13 or 14. I feel like we've done this in an astonishingly fast amount of time, especially considering we picked up the present. Anyway, we're as big as 592 new hotel signs. And we've got the rest of the time to just roll up whatever we want. There's 6 minutes on the clock. Free time. That's pretty nice. It's almost like playing an Eternal stage already. So, let's just take it easy and enjoy the rest of the final Make a Star stage. And I'm glad I'm in a taking it easy sort of mood right now, because otherwise I'd be getting pretty anxious about the fact that we're not rolling up any objects right now. So let's carry on over here. Ooh, squids. Yeah, giant squids. And with those squids in hand, let's see if we can pick up this carnival now. Does not seem that we can, with balloons stopping us anyway. If we go around here, we can circle the island and get back to more familiar environs over here. There's an elementary school up on that hill, but just past it is the familiar part of the world area. Here's the park we started in, which is now roughly the same size as our Katamari in diameter. And here's the first city area, the schoolyard there, and here's the second city area, and there are the smokestacks that I rolled up the present in that I just rolled up in their entirety. If we hadn't gotten the present, then we would not have been able to get it just now. It's not like it was still sitting there in the smokestack waiting for us, so if we had rolled up the smokestack, we could have gotten it. That's not the case, because as you get larger, smaller objects phase out and stop existing, so the present would not have counted there. So it's important that you get it when you can, and while you're still small enough to get up that ladder. And yeah, that was another one of those superheroes. Yeah, I mentioned when we first saw them on the children's TV and then in toy form in the house that they would be somewhat of a recurring theme in the game, and there we see the heroes themselves, see that they are actually existing beings in this universe and not just fictional characters from TV. Picking up more buildings, getting larger and larger. Katamari looks much like a city itself, a well-forested one at that. It's at 45 meters, meaning we've exceeded our goal by 50% already. What about these dharmas? What are they doing here? Hanging from a balloon. Interesting. Oh, we don't want to get hit by that swinging Godzilla. That'll just knock us away like a baseball bat. We will pick up this, this factory here. I guess it's more of like a shipyard. Like an import-export depot, something of that nature. I don't know the term. Yeah, we can get these circus balloons now, and then we can roll up to this city area, which is where that elementary school I mentioned was. You can see this this bridge structure here in the distance from some of the earlier stages that took place on this world, but you never really knew it was over there until now. You couldn't cross that entire gulf. At least I don't think so. I haven't really experimented a ton with swimming out into the ocean past the boundaries of the stage. I'm not sure to what extent it's actually allowed by the game. Can we get these windmills? Looks like we can, but we still seem to have crashed into something anyway. There's not much around this way, this side of the island, so let's just roll around quickly. And we get back here over to the gray area. That satellite I just picked up is what we would have gotten if we had stayed on the bridges earlier. We were able to pick it up now, so it's no great loss that we didn't stay on the bridges earlier. Now, ooh, yeah, we finally got the middle school. Pretty sweet. You can pick up the gymnasium separately. We weren't at quite the right angle to do it. Let's try again. There it is, gymnasium. And also you can roll up this mountain, this Fuji-type mountain that's always been kind of looming here. And in the top, as you can see, well, I didn't quite make it on that roll. Let's try again. Alright, well, if you can't tell, there are two Loch Ness monsters in there. They're not called Nessie. The one on, what was it? The Make a Star 8, I think, when we picked up Nessie, that was a specific named version of that object. The object itself is just called like Mysterious Creature or something. And so there are two like mysterious creatures up there. We picked up one of those long bridges, which gave a lot of breadth to our Katamari there. Can we pick up this red man yet? Come on, red guy, get in us. We want your superpowers. Get him. Nope. We're big enough to shake him, but not big enough to knock him away yet. Like most people and things, we'll have to stun him first and then roll him up while he's in the paralyzed form. But it doesn't look like we'll be doing that on this run because we have just a minute left, and I don't see a lot of things left that are going to bring us up to that size. Though these buildings are very welcome. Hello, Shark Building. With some interesting names. Oh, we just picked up a parking garage that was flying overhead. Not sure what the deal was there. Come on! Oh, man, he really doesn't want to be part of this Katamari. Better avoid that boat, it's a lot bigger than we are. Or, that one should properly be called a ship, I'm sure. And we'll pick up this bear thing, just for the hell of it. It's there. Jumping Bear Castle, that's what it's called. Not big enough to pick up the circus tent. It's too bad. I'm trying to roll up to the town where the middle school was, but it's not quite working for me. Let's just roll over here and finish things back where we started, for poetry's sake. Didn't do the roll very well. Close enough. Alrighty, stop what you're doing. We have plans to get together with your cousins, so we'll go back to space now. Royal Rainbow! Yeah, 55 meters, 61 centimeters, 0 millimeters. Bang, bang, bang. That's right. We got the 3 exclamations again. Move to tears. I want to turn it into a star right now. And we got the shooting star too. We did it awfully fast. Round of applause for this Katamari. And we got the royal present. Check out that sweet luau outfit. Guess what it is? 1,015 objects in all, mostly plants, also houses and roadways. Earth really is full of things. I love that you can see the bridge just striking across our Katamari. Ecology star, and its sidekick, Green Comet. It says down there because that's the button you press on the controller while looking at the constellations to make the shooting star appear. And here the father. Check out that father.
There's no launch today.
He's got this gigantic chin, this Elvis sideburn. It's a very dashing astronaut. He says the moon has disappeared. Who would do a thing like that? Who could do a thing like that? Make the moon disappear? Yeah, I remember. It's the king from the original cutscene. When he's drunk, he destroyed not only all the stars, but the moon itself. Looks like it's up to us to make the moon. That's right. So next time we're gonna make the North Star, but after that we're going to make the moon. And those are the last 2 stages of the main game. Look forward to it. I'll see you next time.